Okay, can we have your attention, please? This song.
This song took us 20 minutes to make.
No, a bit longer, Kurt.
Look at Shopper's face, she's too funny, she's so excited.
This was a vibes thing, so you know, it's a vibes thing. Let's start from her, I must say.
It's going to be funny. And it forced me to do this bit, but...
They'll copyright it. You know,
And it'll bring smiles to your face if not tears, okay?
Yeah.
Of laughter, of
They're
laughter.
going to take the mickey out of somebody, that's what they're going to do.
We wrote little verses, didn't we?
Okay.
They're rocking. Chinazay, where's Chinazay?
She's behind you filming it.
Hello, Chinazay.
Okay, it's work in progress, so here we go.
Alright. Ready?
Wanted to know what our futures behold, so we had to come and see how the story was told.
So we're free,
Pain and misery, not in Africa but in London City.
now we're free. Free as a lion, free. Free as a bird, free. Free as the ocean, free as the sky and the sea.
We must come together to learn and take heed, to understand ourselves, each other must never be blind to the past. Do not be ashamed or hide the truth. Let's move forward togetherness to be free.
Free.
Free as a lion, free. Free as a bird, free. Free as the ocean, free as the sky and the sea.
Shamara?
Huh?
Is it daytime today in Ghana?
Yeah.
It's daytime today in Ghana. What a day off. We'll just have a little bit of as I'm still with my hair being done too. Is my head stuck? Am I okay? Are you okay? Yeah, you okay?
Show my best side now, please. Before and after.
Ooh, that's right. Beautiful before, she'll study after. Oh, bless.
Right, what are we doing, girls?
This one a different style. You dey put small, add small extension to it. Abi? You dey add small extension. Small. Like you're adding a bit each time you're plaiting. Yeah? Like now you're giving her some small extension again. The one in your hand. So you give it to her, she'll add to it.
Because my hair is too thin and it's too curly.
It's very interesting because normally you'd start off with extension, one strand of extension, and you'd finish it to the end. Whereas with this, they're adding as they're going along. Talent,
My dear Bessie,
yeah.
I'll tell you a bit later.
So, what style did you have them?
Coming up. Here we are. This is the one.
Which one? Okay, that's rather dangerous, isn't it? Isn't it?
And that's what it's like at the back.
Oh, hold on. Where's the top? Yeah.
Isn't it? Ponytail.
Hold on. Let me get It's new. I've never seen this. You know how like you start the attachment straight from the top of the hair, from the hairline, and you work with the same attachment right down to the end of the thing.
Yeah.
They start with your own hair, I think, and they add a little bit of extension as they go.
That's good. It looks more natural.
Well, it's just amazing, really.
But look at this beautiful hairstyle, though.
Let me check
This one I like.
with your hair because she's doing some magic.
Next time I'm gonna have that one.
I won't tell you. Okay.
Oh, I'm proud of what the camera done here. Could you imagine?
Is it nice?
We're not used to this.
Oh, look at
so for us, it's new. This is a new style. This thing that you add a bit of hair as you go along.
That's good.
It's a totally different look, Tanya.
It's a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more.
Yeah.
Clever, man.
It's absolutely awesome. Look at me. Sorry, sister, sorry.
I think I'm going to study medicine here, you know. I'm thinking about it. I would love to live in Ghana for a while.
It's an interesting experience.
The people are lovely, I love them.
Okay, Kira, you're just about to start yours, yeah? You're having it blow dry first, then. Don't stop in your hair, aren't they? Wow. Well, girlfriend, I'm sure you can handle it.
Let my hair speak for itself, baby.
It does.
Oh, isn't it wicked, man? Oh, I love it. Ow! I love it. Oh.
Are you not going to have too early sex in this?
Oh, we were going to have beads, but are they coming back?
Sorry, sister, sorry.
Oh, quite so chat, and I'm also hard inside. And the supper on the shady, new one and shady.
That's a serious torch there. Wow.
I mean, you know.
This lady can't just sit on top of my world because she doesn't qualify at all. She's got 50 grand and she thinks she's sitting on top of the world. Well, I'll tell you.
Definitely.
I know you're dying, itching to hear the country.
We didn't get to the event because we couldn't tell our driver where to go because we didn't know where it was going to be held. Do you follow me? Yeah?
But somebody must have mentioned it to you.
Yeah.
And that person or that person had to do it.
Gave us
But you could have.
I gave them the paper and I said the driver should take them, but they said then, in case they get there, I mean, you need somebody to receive you and.
Yeah.
But you could have just asked them to just come.
I did say that, but they said they were not sure whether they fitted into the program. Because there was a basic program, but they didn't mention their name in that program, you see. So.
I was there when I did this.
Yes.
So when are you leaving?
On Saturday, my dear brother.
I got my luggage for 4 days. I'm going to go to Jane. I might have left it there.
I have to say, I think to balance it out.
It's so traumatic. I mean, when you travel that you like, it's like half of you has not arrived.
It really is, you know.
And when you're doing the types of things that we're doing, you know, you need it more than if you're just going to be low key or whatever.
So excuse me if I change 5 times during this meeting. I just need to get my clothes on.
You want them to see everything that you've got.
What I will do is I will make a note of these things.
No, well, once it's Ghana Airways, I would know how to deal with it. Once it's Ghana Airways.
I have one concern.
Yeah.
That is, woo, very nice. What it is, because I had to get, well, a number of us had to get a few things to cover us. Now I've got 2 suitcases. I've got one that I had to buy
in
the last 10 days, and I've got the one that there's no point in opening. It would hurt me physically if Ghana Airways were to charge me excess baggage for a situation that was not in our control.
Yes.
Do you see?
I suspect something can be arranged.
Okay.
That's the conversation. We have to replace some luggage. We've had to
There's nothing to
incur.
get clothes in to go back.
But you made a report at the airport. You made a report at the airport. You made a report at the airport.
Then I haven't got anything to put my clothes in.
Did you report it?
Yeah, I've got reports.
We have receipts.
That shouldn't be a problem. I would like, since you know, I would like about 2 or 3 of you, when you come to Accra, to get in touch with me. I will arrange a meeting between the 2 or 3 of you and somebody responsible at Ghana Airways. The extra luggage and the replacement of your bag can be done. Okay. When's the next time you'll be in Accra? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. Very good. Very good. Then let's do that tomorrow.
We have a performance received your letter, maybe over a month ago. Yes, some considerable time ago. Mr. Hagan would know, the former minister would know. There's a number of people that would know. Including yourself. Yeah, so yes. Just to mention that again. But also I think it wouldn't be fair to kind of end this discussion without also sharing the good things. The good things about the trip.
I'm interested to know the bad things and how we can improve.
Yes.
And to make it more attractive.
I'm going to make a note of them, and we're going to meet with Ghana Airways in Accra. Yes. Oh yes, definitely. I mean, we will detail as much as we can. I mean, obviously, you know, some personal effects we can detail. Items, I mean, jewellery was taken. You know, we can show you, we can bring the luggage that was damaged just to show. We can bring the reports because we made sure that we made a note of them before we left the airport, so that they, you know, they have a record of it. It's not something that we have developed later. Mr. Quay was witness to it, so you know we have everything.
That's another right. You couldn't catch your own luggage.
Yeah.
No, there was another area of concern that there was a lot of static on the plane. Yeah, we touched each other and we just kept getting shocked. Yeah. I remember Marcy. Yeah, somebody had touched him. And it happened several times.
Really? You experienced, did you draw the attention of any of the attendants?
No, I didn't at the time.
You did not. You want to say something? You also got a static?
You got static. Yeah,
Wow.
But I would have screamed. So frightening.
Do you understand emotional trauma? Yes, I mean, a number of people when they got here, they would, I mean, do you want to just talk?
I just thought, why, all these years to get here, and for a spiritual done, start crying again now, here we go, and to go back, I just wanted to go home and I thought, no, I've got enough stress out there, I've come here to my roots, and I can't even walk in and enjoy. I wanted to kiss the ground, I couldn't do it because I was so upset of what was going on. I just wanted to go back. Mr. Quay, Auntie here was hugging me because I just couldn't bear it. But since I've been here, it's been beautiful.
There was one quick observation, sir. There's a couple of our members who have not traveled before. They were very calm. Their stress only rubbed off because they saw us under stress. But for those of us who have traveled many times before, it was really a shock to the system. I've traveled about 15 times, and it's the first I've experienced such, I say in the nicest way, incompetency. So it's not about Ghana, because my Ghanaian family, as I've said before, is lovely, the best set of people I've met, and would like to stay closely in contact with. The only thing that troubles me is that the country that I love so much, the economic state is at risk if improvements are not made within the staffing section of the airline. Yes.
I feel so responsible because I mean, I've said to everybody, I mean, I came here first, I think, and I've been quite a number of times, and I'm telling everybody, when you get to Ghana, listen, there's no place like it on the earth, and I still believe that. And Ghanaians are, I think the United Nations says that Ghana is the second most peaceful place in the world. I love it. And I brought everything up for 6 months, and then we landed, and I look like a liar.
We probably will not make that one sad experience wipe away all the beauty and love that we've experienced.
But if you were in transit and you were leaving the next day, then there would have been no chance at all to make you see the
Yes. No, I was frightened that if we've got that to come, it's going to be like when we're going back. Let's go
when we go back. Are we going to get back? Because if we couldn't, it took us 6 months to get us on the plane. How are we going to get out? No, I'm not too unhappy.
It's amazing, but Ghana was it's almost like I don't know if it's a curse, but in Ghana, I'll tell you one thing which would make you see with some drama how the Ghana situation is. That when this attack came on in America, September 11th, the joke in Ghana, among Ghanaians, was that Ghana was in that period, the post-September 11th. Ghana was the safest airline because no hijacker was going to use Ghana because they were going to get so frustrated.
I was told this.
Yeah, so anytime during that time, we all said, oh, Ghana Airways is now safe because nobody was going. They were going to be late, or they were going to drop their luggage, or so. No hijacker was so that shows you how we ourselves feel about Ghana. Yes. And we are going to do something drastic about it.
Do you know, I don't know if I can speak for the rest of the group, yeah, but I mean, I know many Ghanaians. And I was told by Ghanaians, by English, by anybody who you want, don't fly Ghana Airways, get your money back. And I said, no.
You do it.
Going to do this.
You came to me. You came to me and said, oh, everybody says we must fly Ghana Airways, despite the amount of people who warned us.
Picture the headlines. Returning to their roots. 27 African and African Caribbeans from London flying in on British Airways. It doesn't sound good, it doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good. But I've got to admit, it was more than twice I said, should I fly on British Airways? Would have never had this problem. I mean, you're pushed to your absolute limit, you know?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is to just privatize the airline. Because we know when it's a government, it's a state airline, everybody maintains their job, whether they are late or they are not late, whether they are productive or they're not productive. So the first thing to do is to privatize it. And we're talking to a couple of airlines who are interested, but it will still bear the Ghana Airways name, but it will be under private control and management. Now it's 100% state control. And that alone accounts for maybe 70% of the inefficiencies. Because whether they make a profit or not, they would because they're supported by the state. So there's really no big effort to be productive, to entice passengers, to be competitive. They take the American, if you take the American route, they enjoy the monopoly on the American direct flight. No other airline can come to Ghana from America and fly directly. You have to go through Europe. Only Ghana Airways has the license. So the very minimum we could have done was to lift the monopoly during the PANOFest period, just for that period. So because they are the only ones who fly direct, it's like you've got no other choice. So these are some of the things. And it's also because this under state, it's owned by the state. So the state will underwrite the losses, you see. And this particular situation accounts for 80% of the inefficiencies.
I have something else though that others wouldn't know, because I did most of the dealing with Ghana Airways. There is in effect only 2 people from London who run Ghana Airways. There is only 2 people. The amount of staff you have to go to a lady called, her name escapes me, but the other staff will answer the phone. They can't help you because this lady's not here. And this lady seems to make the decision as to who can go and who can't, whether you've paid or not. Yeah. She just half the time she's not there.
You have to get me her name.
It probably will come to me.
You have to get me her name.
And I've got to say, and I'm sorry, you know, because she is. Okay, we received 2 complimentary tickets by courtesy of Mr. Alote. And he is wonderful. He was, you know, in a couple of times that we've been in contact with him, he's been very helpful. In fact, it was him that authorized. But this lady, she is. She is. But
get her name before we meet with them tomorrow.
Leonie. If she's not in, none of the other staff can't do nothing. You know, you can tell them we've paid, we've had our tickets confirmed 7 or 8 times. And then when she comes on, she gave me the hardest time in the world because as far as she's concerned, I should have gone straight to her. Now, why have you got agents? You've got travel agents all over the place. And I went through a travel agent, although they might not recognise him as far as I was concerned. Every time I've dealt with Ghana Airways, I've gone through him. Now, she was very arrogant and annoyed and blocked me because I didn't go direct through her.
Let's get her name and we'll make a format to management.
Lunch is getting late.
But
there are some of the food that you have to eat during the day. Not supposed to
don't listen to her too much. She's going to fatten all of you up. Then fit into your clothing. Yeah, that's what she does. So I dread coming to this place. After you've gotten into this, the last of the 7 courses, you drive back to Accra and she's quietly put about 5 more courses in the back of her car. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that the experiences have been better outside the plane, and outside the airport.
You don't get many people from Britain, do you? Everyone's saying we've never had anyone from Britain. You know.
No, we don't. It's basically the Caribbean and America.
Caribbean and America.
So everybody's been
you are the
fascinated by us, really.
So
and we can get you a lot of people from Britain.
People to come.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, the significance of the Emancipation Day event.
Oh yeah.
Cannot be. I can't explain the significance of that. Not only to a group, but the implication for the Africans in Europe. The African in Europe has had an experience which is different from the African in the Caribbean and different from the African in the Americas. Because remember, who orchestrated the Holocaust? Who orchestrated it? And where do we live? Our experience and our contribution to the empowerment of Africa, the healing of Africa, the unification of Africans, the diaspora, is a lot to do with the involvement of the African in Europe. Many people would find their way here if they got word that to come, the welcome would be good, that Africa is looking for the African diaspora to come and be involved. The story that we have been told and have yet to learn more about is important, but also the story that we have to tell is very, very significant. And we got word about the citizenship. You know, I don't know if you want to say something about that, Kwabena, but these sorts of things are very important to us. The way that the information comes through is not widespread enough or clear enough. But Kwabena, can you get some clarity on this?
Yes, some clarity on Ghanaian citizenship for Africans coming from abroad, because many people want to open businesses and people are coming from the UK, they're just coming one by one and individually. There are many, many people who come over here, but this kind of sense of collectiveness is not really there. Everybody's doing it individually, but the way we've done it, people from the UK are not interested as a group. So people are quite interested in whether or not, they said that President Rawlings, when he was in power, started a whole process of, because apparently to get citizenship when you're not a Ghanaian is a very complex process. It inhibits you to actually trade as well, if you want to, say, for instance, come over to start businesses and so forth. So what's the position on, what's the position on citizenship?
Well, you have the right of abode, which is just limited to just at the African diaspora. It's not open to white people or people who don't have any affiliation to Africa.
Is that official?
Yeah, that's official.
How do we become honorary Ghanaians?
The law was passed about 3 months ago.
Wow.
3 months ago. So if you went to the immigration department, they'll give you forms to fill, and it goes through the normal process. Maybe 6 months you would get it.
Okay, let me ask the question again. I'm very pushy. How do we become honorary? I mean, I think we're the first.
The right of abode it basically, if it gives you, I'm looking for the equivalent in England or in the UK. If you don't get if you get a green card in America, for example, you probably would have every right, except maybe you may not be able to vote or whatever, but you can then do everything that a citizen can do. And that is what has been done now. It was started by the Rollins time, that it has to, the legislation has to.
Citizenship in Britain? Is it the equivalent to British citizenship?
There's this thing that they stamp. Residence permits. Yes. No, but it's a bit more because a white person can get a residence permit in Ghana. But you have a right of abode that you can apply for automatically.
Does that mean there's no conditions of stay? Sorry? Does that mean there's no conditions of stay?
What do you mean conditions?
Time limited.
No. The only thing that the condition that you make is that you must be black.
Finally.
I hope you capture that on camera.
If you are white,
finally,
then you must go through the long procedure of getting citizenship.
Which is what we experience everywhere else.
Yes, but this is the right of abode, which is a special.
Can you? I'm not. I don't think I'm making myself quite clear.
So when you go to the immigration department,
Did you come with us?
and then sorry.
Did you come with us? Did you
Oh no, you don't. It's the law has been passed.
Yeah.
There was some initial trouble because there are a lot of African Americans who rushed there, but the forms had not been printed.
Okay.
But now they've got enough forms because you must fill forms.
So the African American would know, mainly I suppose, they would know because they come here. Maybe the Caribbean. But the African in Europe, we still don't know.
Yes,
And
but they've broken the ground for you.
Right.
No distinction between
Okay.
African American or African.
Right.
And British.
so those of us who have melanin, who are African looking,
Yeah.
who have experienced barriers everywhere else we go, this skin color stops us from getting access to many places. What you are saying that 3 months ago, the law was passed to say African people who are melanin, dark in color.
When you come to Accra, as part of your itinerary, we'll go to the immigration department and they'll give you the form.
Before we leave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. I'm all excited in the place. That's very good.
So, basically, I'm really distressed about what you went through.
That will compensate.
But my small happiness is that it happened in the plane at the airport, and that it didn't continue. Right. So we would sell Ghana Airways, and 80% of this thing will be gone. We'll just privatize it, make it more efficient.
So I'm a Ghanaian.
But But next year we hope to make the Pana Fest, the emancipation richer. This year was just a holding sort of operation because Pana Fest is every 2 years, and then we decided that we didn't want that 1 year gap, so we'll do emancipation to fill the gap. The next year's Pana Fest is a richer program, and with the interest that you've shown, we're going to try and come to England and do some mini launches and so on.
Work with us.
We'll do that. We'll do that. And if possible, have one of you on the planning committee for next year's Pana Fest, so it would be a bit easier. Okay. But make sure you all go with your Ghanaian names. It's a very simple thing. It's based on the day that you were born. I'm Kwame because I was born on Saturday. And you people, I understand you know the dates, but you don't know the days. We place a bigger premium, not on the dates, but on the day.
What I would say to you is that there's much in the rediscovering of our heritage that we have identified that we need to go back and inquire about. Because as people have asked what day, so that they could give us our names, and some of us have to go back and find mummy. And find mummy in our the year and the day.
If you know the year and the day,
you can tell us the date, yeah.
I can do that for you.
Well, maybe if we give you this information.
Actually, Kasa is Kwesi, you know, Adwa. So some of us have that information.
Before you go, I'm going to give you a calendar.
Yes.
There's a calendar which is available. We just look at the date. So you can know it. So we have beautiful day names, very beautiful African names that you put before. I had an English name that I threw off when I was 12. I don't use it anymore. And so there's a female and male version. For example, if you were born on Sunday, the female will be called AC, which is ESI. But the male adds KW. There's a prefix of KW. So Kwesi is a Sunday male, and AC, the female, you remove the KW. It runs through. Monday is Adjoa, and the male is Kwajo. And then Tuesday is Abena, and then the male is Kwabena. It's a very simple thing. But, so every Kwabena knows they are Tuesday borns. Every Kwame knows Saturday borns. So it's some kind of...
Yes, let's go have a drink and
Me, I'm a Ghanaian.
We have another move to make, but let's get this first. The move is to get the other countries to do what Ghana's done, so the whole of Africa. That's what I'm saying, let's do this one first, yeah?
But we already paid.
The longer you leave it, the more natural it gets to look.
Let us continue.
And we're paying.
The more natural it looks. It starts to look like dreadlocks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So my strategy is to work with it.
The argument is that it was always there. The argument has always been. We just have to.
But you know what? Like I always say to you, Kobina, it's not enough to know.
No,
you have to
no,
do
you have to
something,
do it.
yeah? And that's been my thing. I am on purpose. If I know something and I feel something and I don't do anything, then I'm as much to blame as anyone else. So the thing is to do something, and we have done something.
Absolutely.
You know? So if I'm called home by the Father, if the Creator calls me home, I can
Something would have been
go.
achieved, yes.
I can go. You know?
I wouldn't take my leave.
You got to eat at some time.
Oh, promise you, I will. This food looks too good to turn a blind eye.
Oh,
Make sure you get some teaching and say.
Don't worry, don't worry. Don't be. I love my food. You love your food. Does it?
Change by default.
got to eat that sometime.
Oh, I promise you I will. I promise.
This beef. No, you don't want beef. This is the only beef item in it. Sarah, sweetie, I don't know your pie.
What's this one here?
That's beef, shredded beef.
Shredded beef?
Yeah.
Is there cabbage in there as well?
Yes, cabbage, yes.
This is Sandra. She won't eat any small thing. She won't eat.
Why? She get a drink. Have you been to any that one was bad. You got a fork.
My facilitator, she just basically really got a lot of the details. Like today I went to the W. Du Bois Center by myself, you know? And a number of I didn't get to go to the university. A number of places I didn't get to go and see. So,
Oh, this spoons be baby. Na mama first spoons anka ho.
Spoons ho.
Ewe.
Na mo ko fa ba.
Yeah.
How are you, Mr. Kwabena?
I am fine, ma'am. I'm absolutely fine.
Good.
I'd be better if you were eating, though.
Don't worry. It's nice to know that people are concerned, though.
Yes, we are. Families look after each other, don't they?
Bless. It looks very good. Thank you.
He's gulping it all down.
Right.
I wish there was another system for people to be organized away from politics.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
I think it's a very sad method of organizing our people.
Exactly.
How much is this thing gonna get? Tomorrow. How do you do it? Ebony, tomorrow. Read African, isn't it? Read African.
Ebony. Jelani, what's up?
I know. You have more practice than I have.
I do win.
Oh.
You win, bro.
Like the garlic, it's fine.
It's true that the generation above us don't display
I say,
touchy-feely love.
hello.
Yes,
We really have to make a move, so we have to decide what we're going to do and do it.
Isn't it decided already what we're doing?
Why are you hitting me? Why the fuck hit me? Don't listen.
Huh? We've got a program as far as I know. Have we changed from the program?
The National Commission for Culture.
Mm. We had a program, didn't we? It's on the program.
What?
Look at the program.
If I haven't got a program, monkey. Monkey Mikey.
Gonna bother, are we gonna continue with
As far as I know, we are going to this deputy minister.
You knew that and asked me what we're doing.
As far as I know, I'm not always right. Most of the time, but not always. Yeah. And then we're going to go to lunch at the British Council.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to really all be in trouble.
Okay.
And then we're going to...
There's a priority here that overweighs my other things.
I better shut up.
What are you feeling?
See, like a polo.
The man got no food in his belly.
Sandra, what oils are you using?
Black seed oil.
Black seed oil.
Yeah, and
We need to agree
lavender's
on
been
what we're
used
going to
as
put in
well.
his stomach. So we need something in that stomach. So I think it's about...
Yeah, you do, you know.
Only us can do that.
I would recommend if anyone has a suggestion to think of it fast, because if this young man doesn't eat, we're doing him more harm than good. So decide on what's suitable for him to eat, but he must eat something.
He's fine.
I got nothing to say to her.
You know. You kept him in the
Because if there's no fluid in his body,
Yes,
it's going to
fluid's
feed off of his
important.
acid, and that's going to make him bad.
We don't want him to dehydrate.
Right, what day is it today? Today is it the 11th day in Ghana?
11.
Hello?
Today's 7th.
I know, but how many days have we been in Ghana so far?
3 years.
Come on now.
We're back on the bus after 2 days, Bishop.
How many days have we been? Come
It's
on.
been a week.
2 days since we've been on the bus.
Like,
Okay, we're going to start
I've lost
again.
track of time, which is a good thing.
Day 11 in Ghana. Okay. And how are we doing?
fine. It's getting better.
I'll start again. It's day 11 in Ghana. And how are we doing?
Fine. It's getting better.
Man, that still sounds good.
I'm
you know.
solid.
Come on, guys. How are we doing?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yay.
God.
Hooray.
All right. We'll try a bit later on.